begin.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Is that person out there?
Yeah.
Ever.
This is great voice acting already.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
So you can end the game right here. This is like the beginning, the void of no personality yet.
Huh.
So the ancient reptilian brain's trying to get you to just give up.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great. Give me some more. What was that about? Like something?
What was that about the... Yeah.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic sauce. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
So it's becoming aware of your body and your conscious, like becoming existential suddenly. I'll go back.
There.
This is so cool.
No light in the formless nothing. Just night swimming.
I like nothing.
I like nothing. I only like nothing if I don't know there's something. If I don't know there's something, this is cool. Nothing can... How we cough up more of that sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
This is awesome. I want to get off now. I like the pain and burning light of wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. Let's go.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
Our return trip to the silence, please. Let's visit the ancient Zero. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal and who gives a shit.
This voice is daddy.
I want to know what Zero Home is.
Great choice, Elder One. It has always been like this, and it always will.
This is real nihilistic. Don't stop, keep singing, sing me a song of death. I need to belittle myself now.
The song of death is sweet and endless. But what is this? Somewhere in the soul, bloated man meet around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
This voice tickles inside my body.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so
incredible.
great. And like the music in the background, just like the ambient sort of soothing.
I've heard there's just an insane amount of voice acting in it. Mother help me, there's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. So volition, medium success. Does this mean that my volition is telling me I have succeeded in whatever just happened, or is it saying that what my choice next is a succeed or fail choice, and my volition will decide whether I succeed or not? Mother help me, there's a head attachment. Okay, stop. I don't want to hear anything more about the sensation. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing.
You can mouse over the success to see the breakdown, but not sure how to do that.
Oh, like go up? I can't.
Okay.
If I were in this situation, I would want to stay asleep. I very much would rather.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Alright, help someone cut my head off. It's trying to murder the rest of me. Who am I? What kind of creature does this to their own mouth? I'm gonna go with 1.
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open.
No!
It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Somehow, you know what it is. A Caprice Canema motor carriage.
Oh, buddy.
This is a great painterly look. Mm-hmm. So down at the bottom left, I have this weird,
Yeah, you guys can't see it.
formless visage that, like, maybe is formless because I'm still crafting my personality at this stage of the game.
There's 2 notches of orange and 5 notches of blue. Mm-hmm. And they're all full.
This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. I guess I'll take the shoes. Green shoe, left foot. Holy crap, that's awesome. Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. On this tape. This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. So somebody ripped it out. I guess that was probably us. We were listening to something we didn't like. I wouldn't mind
Is that a
bath.
bra? Like massive?
I don't think so. My
A
guess is
mirror
no.
hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
So it's reporting that it was success up there. Saying that the challenge was easy and it was successful.
Okay.
I don't care.
Behold.
There we go. And then the profile has been updated. Is this different based on what you choose, what you create? Like this image? That's awesome, if true.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Dear Lord, help me. What is this? Of course I do. It's some kind of superstar. I think I'm a superstar. This is the face of a late-stage alcoholic. I think I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face.
Oh, shit.
Oh, wait. Is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I think it might be because I'm a superstar. I'm not making it. The face is making it itself. I have no idea why it's there. It just is.
Please stop. It's
No,
horrible.
it's there.
You're scaring yourself.
I'm going to keep making the face.
You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Stardom.
There might have been, 10 years ago. It's little more than a cadaverous spasm now.
Okay. So, it says this is a white check. You guys might not be able to read that. This is a white check. You may retry it. So, I'm about to attempt it. And so using my encyclopedia, which I didn't put anything into, or I haven't yet, I have a low chance at saying dig deep into my mind and locate the source of the expression, why I make this expression, or, which one am I highlighting right now actually? I'm pressing up, so it must be 1. Okay. So highlighted entries are dark, not light. That's a little confusing. All right. Impossible, almost a 3% chance to attempt to stop the facial expression. This is cool that there's chances in it, too.
Yeah.
These are roles. These aren't just like dialogue trees that are like set in stone based on what you choose. You have chances. All right. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to stop the expression.
It's too late. Like an image on film, the expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
So I have this painful smile on my face all the time. Dig deep in your mind and locate the source. Then, so I failed this check, but because it's a white challenge, I don't lock out the other one. So now I can try the other one.
Okay.
This is
And the
how Fallout games
probability-
should be made.
And the probability went up. It was 3% before, right? Or did you
No,
do...
it's the one that I attempted was 3%.
Okay.
To see why I make this face.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's
Alright.
all you know for now.
Guess I'm done with the mirror.
Huh.
Nice. You see bottles in the bathtub, wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. That's gross.
I like his bulge.
Of course you do. Square. Oh, that's my... Oh, maybe. Here we go. So sure, does it have stats? Conceptualization goes up. A real statement to wear. Suggestion goes down. Unsavory odor. This is a white satin shirt. Used to be fancy. It used to really catch the light. It now smells like someone took a piss in the armpits. So if I press that,
I like
take it off.
one shoe.
The shoe is a green crocodile leather shoe, high heel and chrome embellishments. It fits your left foot perfectly. Now all that remains is to find the other shoe.
This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world.
So, okay, I am not allowed to do these two things at all. Whatever it requires to do these things, probably physical dexterity or abilities of some kind. I don't have the abilities to even do these.
Interesting.
So, but I can, with savoir-faire, do this, which is under the...
You can do those. They're not checks. You can do
Oh, I
them.
can just do them.
Yeah,
This one,
just
though.
straight up.
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, well, let's try the one that I can try. I would, in real life, also just try for the tie.
You swoop up
Yeah.
and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning, the necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. If it's your friend, why was it up there? Who ties their friend to a ceiling fan? Maybe this thing is dangerous somehow. An ominous, foreboding feeling fills you as you look at the tie.
I'm doing a half Windsor because it's a baby.
I want her to see that I am a baby, so I'm doing a very simple knot. Now I can just do this for fun.
The
Call it a
blades
fan.
come squeaking to a halt.
Huh. Put that back
The
on.
switch must be broken
Aw.
because nothing happens.
Do it again.
The switch must be broken
Shit.
because nothing happens.
Turn on the lights.
Terrible mistake. Turn the lights off immediately. You can practically feel the photons burning a hole in your... The lights are off.
They voice acted all of this shit. Oh my god. I'll pick up the pants in case I want them later.
So we're looking pretty good right now.
This is
Oh,
pretty good too. Pants, savoir-faire, tight around the thighs. Ooh.
right stick over to that.
Oh, but it's above my head. Electrochemistry, tight on the crotch. So I get +1 horniness. It's tight around the crotch. But it's tight around the thighs, so I lose a little bit of suaveness, because nobody likes to see tight thighs.
Cum-stained party pants.
Oh my god, where did it say that?
They're someone's piss-soaked cum-stained party pants.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Someone's?
You hear a jingle.
Ah, perception.
Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Dish him out.
It says Whirling-in-rags on the aluminium keyring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Aluminium. Aluminum?
Aluminum.
Aluminum?
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Alright, I guess I'm leaving. I don't see anything else I can get in here. Oh. I'm feeling better.
Oh god, feeling good.
Money gained.
What does L1 highlight interactables?
Huh?
Does L1 highlight interactables?
Oh, that's nice. That's helpful.
Okay, thank you.
Presumably, based on my perception, it just won't highlight certain things.
L1 and R1 for stuff.
The calendar says it's March. And
Oh,
it's
it's not March
51.
anymore. Oh, it's not in 51 either.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Officer, am I military personnel? Turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. I mean, I want to talk to her.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Miss Orangi Disco Dancer.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Then why did you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Are you sure? You're shitting me. Goddamn right I'm a policeman. Don't you forget it. Are you sure?
I am, yes. Unless you've been feeding us a set of very well-rehearsed lies all this time.
She takes another drag. All this time.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what business?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
So each time that I have no choice but to choose one choice, maybe that's an instance in which there would have been another choice, maybe, if I had different stats. Why don't I remember being a cop? Who in the right mind would let me be police officer an officer of the law? I should get going, or suggestion 5, an even chance at this. This is a red check, it cannot be retried. Suggestion challenging, it's a challenging, I have a chance. Try the expression on her. Let her know you want her physically.
The words have already left your mouth.
Damn it!
I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on. Say it again.
No.
Come on, man. Pretty, please. One more time.
I want to have fuck with you.
Wouldn't Frash really do that?
Say what you said again. Proudly.
I said I want to have fuck with you because I'm authoritative.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole. You. What kind of cop are you?
Oh my god.
I also love her.
Yes.
I'm a cop of the apocalypse. Superstar cop. It's been established. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. You're pretty. I'm sorry. I'm the sorry cop. This is so well written. I gotta say, I'm the sorry cop.
Don't be. It was funny. And anyway, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about any of it?
Man, I like you.
Yeah, dude.
Who gives a shit?
She appears to genuinely want you to understand it's okay.
Empathy is success.
So I'm able to tell, I can tell that.
So what if you can't pull grade A pussy anymore? There are other things in life.
Damn
more
it.
meaningful, more fitting for a man your age.
God damn it.
This is Fata Morgana. One thing though.
Fata Morgana, what is that?
It's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
That pantsuit.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah.
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
I haven't even begun this game, but please tell me that they're working on another game. Alright, still don't want to go outside yet.
Want to check that other room? I guess this is probably
Look
also.
downstairs.
Officer,
How did you know I'm with the police?
unless you've been feeding us a set of well-rehearsed lies, you've been... I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking. They don't like the police around here.
Oh, I hope that didn't reset my interaction with her, or like make it different.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
It says it's Italian.
That's one hell of a bug right there. Scientist? Are you my mom?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
Okay. Saving. New slot, because I don't trust this game saving or anything anymore. Alright. Get her cigarette. Oh, I guess I just looked at it. I don't think I actually got to keep
yeah.
it. Alright. This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trump Le Monde. Interesting. Ooh, what's going on here?
Hey, is that our shoe?
All the sea is making you dizzy. Oh, my other shoe.
I don't want it.
I do. A gust of briny wind washes over you. These are all perception checks.
There they both are.
Secret test
Two
complete.
identical shoes,
Find your other shoe.
both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet,
Hey.
like two baby crocodiles.
How do they fit?
Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing
Morale
about you
heals.
right now, truth be told.
Okay, so those are 2 health bars in the bottom left that you guys can't see. They are full, 2 orange, 5 blue. And the blue kind of like flashed. So I guess the blue is the morale. Oh yeah, showed it there. That's what we're seeing.
My shoes are together. My composure's up. Awesome watchtower heels. And my suaveness went down. Heels ridiculously high. I'm going to knock on her door. I'm going to interrogate her because I want to know what the hell is going on here. I don't know who I am.
The door is closed.
Knock.
There is no answer. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness.
You're playing
a pathetic
you.
cop.
Yeah, okay.
I'm so alone. I'm so alone.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Leave.
Hi, my buddy. Yeah, do you want to come up?
Yeah, bud. You want on my lap?
Sit between us.
Here you go, bud.
Here. You have 3 hands on you right now. Now you have 2. It's no good.
Alright. Speakers connected to the radio. The music is seasoned with static.
Okay, sound is good. Who's louder outside?
Big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. This is where the lyrics would be. Alright.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is modest, it's normal sized. My soul is puny. My soul is immense. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people.
This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down on my luck superstar person. What should I sing when it comes to it?
Linda, Linda.
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
Lamentation sounds good. They'll get a real gauge for my soul with that. I was thinking maybe I could sing something happy, get the people going. I'm making plans.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
I have a task now. This
Alright.
goes well with the theory that I'm developing. I'm a down on my luck superstar.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
Alright. This feels right. You belong here.
Oh my god.
I want to talk to you. What's this? What the hell's that?
Healing item gained. Oh, okay. So we have
It was like healing item?
an extra healing. Oh. I guess we didn't need it.
Well, that's weird. Doesn't appear in my inventory.
It does.
Like I
Like
immediately took it? Like
there's a +1, so if you press left on the D-pad, I think you would take it.
Oh.
But you don't need it
It's
right
weird that I
now.
can't read about what I picked up,
Yeah.
though. It's a water cooler. Large bubbles are rising to the surface. Garte, the cafeteria manager, a man in his late 20s, stands behind the counter inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again.
That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
I sense you are not a fan of mine. Look at the stuffed bird. Are you the bartender? I'm gonna look at the stuffed bird too. I'm gonna match his movement, like what he's doing. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among the piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its
Ew.
wings is broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was supposed to mount it, most likely on the wall.
Did we do that?
This is the Great Skua. The seabird is the symbol for the discovery of the Insulindian Isola, the part of the world you are in right now. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
It's a great skewer, right?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man is in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. So I have a buddy. Maybe he's going to help me out.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
You look like a bartender.
That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager.
What's the difference?
I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3. Sylvie tends the bar here, not me.
Is that the girl?
I'm only standing in.
Where did the Sylvie go?
She just, you know,
He shrugs.
His eyes dart from left to right. This man isn't lying, but he is hiding something.
She just what?
so now you're a cop. Oh, forget it.
I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
You're being sarcastic.
Am I? Or did you ride in, take the body down, solve the murder, and not trash my hostel room?
Oh my god, I did all those things?
I did all those things, including not trashing your hostel room. Yeah.
No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here.
What have I been doing then? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again, plucking at the bird. Bye, Mommy. I love playing stupid characters.
Hello, sweetie.
Hello?
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods to the man with the orange bomber jacket. This royal pinball machine is unplugged. 1 second. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. A beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table. Is this a glitch? This static? I think that was a line that was supposed to happen and it was static instead or something? I don't know. Back of his shirt reads Wild Pines encircled by a logo with a tree. That static was probably really loud. That's what it looked like on my levels.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
I'll try to wake him up.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber. Roar like a hurricane. Rip the buildings from the earth.
Why the yelling, man?
Wake up! This is an order! I am the law! The 30-something man slowly lifts his head and gives you a pensive look.
Looks like a Sow descendant. A lot of Sow dock workers around.
You're alive? You look dead a bit. I just wanted to see what would happen if I yelled. I need you to answer some questions right now. I just want to see what happened if I yelled.
Congratulations. You've seen the future. Now, if you excuse me again, officer.
These voices.
Yeah.
The worker sinks back into the table, ready to continue his
Officer,
nap.
even after a rude awakening, this dock worker respects the police more than they usually do at least.
Yours?
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait. No. Oh, it's empty. Sorry about that. Oh,
What you dreaming of?
thank God, no.
Oh, nothing. Okay. Fathomless darkness is what. If it's pure nothing, your consciousness is no longer than a single grain of malt. Tell me, was it a bliss free of X somethings?
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from
That's
sleep.
the reference to
A
the very
web of
beginning of the
wrinkles
game.
covers his tanned forehead.
I don't know what you're talking about, kind sir. But when I'm out, then I'm really out. No X anything. Just quality time.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now.
Pelagic.
Only
kind of
detective
pelagic.
work
No,
remains. Wakefulness and detection.
What about the wild pines?
That's the name of my employer. I work in logistics.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
That's wonderful.
Logistics? No. It's a nightmare.
He lets his head fall back to the table. Alright, I'll let you
The
see.
dock worker doesn't
I
answer.
got 5 experience
His
for
head
that.
is already back down on the table.
Autosave. So if I go back up to him, how does this game work with that type of stuff?
The worker is in a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from. Into the primordial darkness. On the counter, rolled out
Oh,
of
I can
his
take those
open
pills.
hand. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
Magnesium.
Interesting. Are these things like
That
timed?
sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
I think it was a button you pressed. You can bring up that circle manually. Oh. Pretty long. It's drink o'clock.
Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. Actually, I should be thinking about this. It looks like drinking hasn't turned out well for me. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade love for Garte to serve me up the beverage. Is that the guy that
Yeah.
I won't?
Who is not a bartender?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't think drinking's doing too well.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain
Lick it.
off the counter.
But only a little.
Lick it, but only a little.
You lick it, but only a little. Only with the tip of your tongue, because you're a pleasure delayer. After 2 or 3 licks, the crust begins to melt, and a sweetness breaks loose. The sharp, titillating scent of alcohol rises to your nostrils. It's dizzying. You could definitely go for some more.
Ah, the abyssopelagic zone is part of the ocean.
Between 3,000 and 6,000 meters. It is in perpetual darkness.
That's where
Thank
James
you,
Cameron
Dave.
lives. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting.
If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this, but why?
I'm gonna shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
Maybe.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
And to name for yourself, I have a high
Conceptualize.
chance of this. I might as well, because I have an imagination.
Spartacus.
Motherfucker! Failure. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. That's the best I get. It's so cool. It's very cool. But won't I come off as some kind of douche if I call myself that? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Horrific necktie is talking to me. You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Oh, maybe not. It's just the fact that I have this.
Okay.
Its slickness gives you comfort and reassurance. This is crazy. How much is involved? How did they organize all this shit?
Yeah.
My name is Raphael Ambrose Cousteau.
Don't worry, it's one classy name for one classy cop.
Yes, well,
He doesn't even process what you just said. He moves on.
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
This is so interesting. With like, this is very meta on our show. He's got a Japanese name, but he speaks with a French accent.
Yeah, right?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
You mean him? Yeah, I did.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Know that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, police. I'm aware that I am a policeman. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
He gestures with his fingers. Yes, the policeman. Let's see. I haven't.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
What?
Man, this is a
The
good mystery
tree?
already. And that's why the guy said you took the body down. Look, man, you know, yeah. Dead body.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Okay.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What if I told you I'm not really a police officer? How can you be so sure I'm from the police, but I can't remember anything? What were we supposed to do again? I'm gonna just be honest. I would be in this situation. What if but I can't remember anything.
I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern.
How can I be so sure I'm from the police?
I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back.
He points at your jacket.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General.
Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things.
You mean the Rat Squad? So I'm assuming, like, I'm getting this information from my internal voices. Like, that's the only way my character knows anything.
No need for derogatory terms. They're only doing their job.
Okay. He nods. What if I told you I'm not really a police officer?
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will.
And then, soon after, dead bodies would be dangling from all the trees.
But first, we have to take it down.
What were we supposed to do again?
Talk to the manager. Then we go out back
Alright,
and
let's
take
keep
the
going.
body after you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Wait, shouldn't I have a badge?
You mean you don't have a badge?
It wasn't on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman. I have my badge. It wasn't on me when I woke up.
Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence.
Kim is very, very patient. Yeah.
Tell me about the case. I think you should know that I can't remember anything. I want to talk about you. You seem to be following me. You seem to be following me.
Excuse me?
Nothing. Just I don't want to get rid of him. Nothing.
You have a distinctive way of walking. If I were to walk in front of you, we would surely collide.
You had to search for the right words.
Just like you have a distinctive walk.
What do you mean distinctive?
I hope you don't take this the wrong way. It's just a collegial observation. In the 57th, we call it the Jamrock Shuffle. Officers from Jamrock's 41st Precinct tend to move a bit erratically.
How's that?
They say it's a scene-clearing technique developed by one of your lieutenants for gathering evidence. It's erratic, yet thorough. Prioritizes containers.
That's amazing. That's incredible. It's doing the, like, it's the, I feel like that's a meta reference to an RPG player, the way that they go around before they even talk to people, clear the scene. Like, which is what I just did. Did he make this observation based on the fact that I exhausted everything in the room before going to him? That would be insanely cool. That's racist. I don't prioritize containers. Kidding me, why containers?
I don't know. Containers contain, I guess. I'm making assumptions. We should move on.
Passing along frivolous interdepartmental stereotypes is not usually his oeuvre. He regrets bringing it up.
Type the case. I think you should just know I can't remember anything. I need to tell him that. No response, he just arches his eyebrows.
He's having trouble processing it.
I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. There was heavily drinking involved.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
I'm afraid this is a medical situation.
Really? You look fine to me.
I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was.
This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
He doesn't care.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
So I gained a task because of that, my persistence in that. Tell me about the case.
What do you want to know?
Literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. This is so refreshing because there's so many games and shows and movies where like a simple statement would like get to the bottom of things. It's like somebody is like in dire straits.
Super obvious statement.
It's like you're in this situation and you're not gonna ask that. It's like sometimes they'll write into like a movie like hey what and the person's like what, and they're like never mind. And like it's like no, a normal person would pursue this topic of conversation until you got an answer.
Yeah.
You wouldn't
Just accept.
You wouldn't
not
accept the
knowing.
person say, hey, we don't have time for that, come on. Be like, now 3-hour car ride and they don't talk about it. That happened a lot on True Detective. Not True Detective.
No,
Mindhunter.
Oh,
They apparently are traipsing across all of the states and they're constantly not broaching obvious topics that they should get to the bottom of until they reach the parking lot. Until they reach the parking lot of
They
their
close
destination.
their car doors and they're like, okay, so before
So
we...
what was it about that?
Yeah,
just
before
be
we
like-
get to this door right in front of us, we have to like rapid fire what happened.
Hurry up. It'd be like, no time. We got to the door. We walked as slow as we could, but we didn't get to the bottom of that like critical juncture in our relationship that we should really suss out right now. All right. Anyways, literally anything about it. I can't remember a single thing. Would you say this is a mystery case? This is a mysterious case? I like that. We're from Would you say this is a mysterious mystery?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
Why not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I was thinking about something otherworldly might be involved, you know, with something supernatural. White Melon's 40s, what more do you need? Personally, I think labor disputes are very mysterious. Okay, so this case probably isn't mysterious, but could it be sexy? This doesn't feel like real roleplay, but like, I want to say that.
There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
Maybe there was a young woman involved? Exclamation mark, question mark.
Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful, blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart of this case. A rich one, in fact, part of a murder sex cult.
Are you fucking with me, Kitzer?
The wary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
That's mega sexy.
It doesn't have to be a cult. It can just be a sex murder. It doesn't have to be murder, it can just be sex. Oh my god, all these choices are incredible. That's mega sexy.
No, not really. Was there anything else?
I have a feeling that being my sidekick, they're able to get out of a lot of dialogue trees by simply having him dryly disregard. And that's probably smart. Continue.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head.
I have a feeling
with a
that
dark
pretty much
twist.
all those choices resulted in him saying no.
Yeah.
He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist.
This is my horniness.
Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit. Then hit him with it.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I feel like I need to put some points into electrochemistry, but I don't have enough, like, physical points to do it. It's made me, I put so little points into physical ability that I've lost all my virility.
Oh shit.
And I feel like I have some. I'm bald after all. Literally anything about it, I can't remember a single thing. Okay, how about that now?
I think we did this one. Go down?
Kim will entertain your thoughts depending on what you pick. That's interesting.
Go down. Oh, okay, you didn't do that one. We've only done 2.
Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit.
I know literally nothing about it. Only what you told me.
Do you want me to brief you?
Brief me, that sounds good.
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling-in-rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
What's the name of the hostel? Whirling-in-rags.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Who's the caller?
To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide themselves?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
So the union is king in this town, like... The RCM is...
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied
I
city
like this
of Revachol.
alternate Earth.
The RCM operates
There's like...
within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
It's super useful to know this. Okay, let's make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer.
That's right.
Yay! That's Tim to tell you about the case. 10 experience. Give me the preliminaries.
You mean
again.
like a brief?
Oh.
Do you want me to brief
No,
you?
man.
There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay. I did.
Thank you.
3 days ago, during
he does
that
it
time,
anyways.
the victim had been stripped of his
Does the
belongings.
briefing say who the
The
victim
caller
was?
did not identify him, but
Okay,
used the
cool.
word
I
lynching.
forgot. Are we
There is
Detective
an ongoing
Peralta?
labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company.
was the victim?
A security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines.
When I
This was
do
just
talk over these
hearsay from
voices, can you
Martinez,
guys hear
of
us
course.
okay?
We need to find out
Like,
the
this
truth.
is how I would talk if I'm talking over Kitsuragi. This is hearsay from Martinez. Of course, we need to find out the truths. Okay.
To find him or her, there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers
I
union
still don't
is
understand anything.
okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer, so that's what I intend to do. You should try it too.
I want to
You
see
mean
that
like
one
a
other
brief?
thing.
Do you want me to? 3 days ago, during that time,
Mega cool.
the victim. Okay then. Was there anything
Okay,
else you
then.
wanted to know?
We're from different precincts. Why are we on the same case? Yeah. Are we on like the border of our two?
I'm afraid you and I are
Districts,
pawns in a pissing competition.
His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise.
What do you mean?
You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
I don't remember being in on anything. You know what I'm in on? Retrograde amnesia.
Better still than an imbecilic cop-off.
Cop off?
It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
All right.
Good.
Inland Empire. This is the loner thing. Convince Kim that there's a dark, sexy mystery twist here. I wonder why the loner thing. Well, it's also creativity, right? At high levels, it can make you a loner, kind of like super in your own world, but it also gives you an imagination. I think Inland Empire. It has the potential to isolate you into your own world and make you crazy. I think is the thing behind that. I think, if I remember right. I'm gonna try to convince him.
What if you did it?
What if you did it? Did what? The Hanged Man? Who? Okay, so Inland Empire. My inner voice is asking me this, and I'm going to respond to my inner voice with this.
I guess
Did what?
so.
The Hanged Man?
Yes, you killed him. And then, as part of the plan, you drowned out the
That
memory.
is cool.
Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You
Guys.
did an awful thing, and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it.
I had an idea for a video game that I probably won't ever make, but like it's a cool idea. How about like a detective game like Phoenix Wright or something, but like the entire premise is like you're sort of a detective and an attorney at the same time. Like the dynamic works for this, but you are trying to like you are always the person who did it, or you have somebody close to you, like your friend or your girlfriend or something, is always the killer. It's like a serial killer, and your job is to frame somebody. That's success, is proving someone who's not guilty is guilty, so that you're always getting your friend off or yourself off, whichever one is the guilty party. I think that'd
I
be a
love that
cool
idea.
story. Like, where you know who did it. It's always you or your friend, and you must find evidence or fabricate
Someone
evidence
else to pin it on. Yeah.
and it's a series of cases, just like Ace Attorney. It's not just one time. It's like every case is a new murder. That story begins with you waking up or like happening upon the scene and be like, again? All right. I'll start fabricating evidence. I'm on the case.
Yeah.
Or like, I guess in the case, I also was thinking just, it's funny because we haven't played Edgeworth yet, but like it would be interesting to be, and I'm kind of looking forward to Edgeworth for this, but I don't think Edgeworth has court scenes. I think you're just investigating all the time. I don't know. But anyways, like, it would be interesting to need to try to, even if it wasn't that concept of yourself or your friend, just being the guy who's trying to at all costs get a guilty verdict, even if it means fudging with the evidence.
That's Werewolf? Like the card game Werewolf?
I don't know what Werewolf is. I know of a game called Werewolf where you're in VR and talking to friends on either side, and like somebody's a werewolf.
And that's based on the card game.
Okay. It's not that. That's not my idea. My idea is more Phoenix Wright and trying to investigate. You're finding clues and trying to hide real evidence and keep. It's a story, not a multiplayer game. Anyways, maybe this is why your chest feels hollow. You did an awful thing and you can't bring yourself to acknowledge it.
Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You're not in the best shape.
One. Kim.
Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it. Keep it to yourself. This is a burden to bear now. I'm just going to tell him. I think I might be the murderer. I'm a little scared.
And what has led you to this
Fears
conclusion?
unfazed. My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible. I'm a bad person. I believe I could have done anything.
Well, we've yet to find any real evidence pointing to you in this case, or even a possible motive. So let's not add you to the list of suspects just yet.
I like how we're saying all this in front of this woman.
Yeah, she's just sitting there. Wow, this is some fucked up shit. So you're saying I didn't kill him?
I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we?
I'm so impressed by the amount of dialogue options that are the way I like to play games. These like things that are just like, wait a minute. I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
Well, we'll work better if we have a rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. You're right. What's there to know about a lame binoclard? I don't know what that is,
His
so I wouldn't say it.
glasses.
Oh, do you think? We'll have a rapport. We should have a rapport.
Yeah, buddy.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. You didn't look like the other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself? Yeah, let's see if we have something in common, because I'm doing it constantly.
What do you mean?
Do you think do you have conversations with like your brain?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather
So he has
rudimentary.
low imagination.
The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic.
So if I'm Is the voice in my head different if I'm stupid? Is it like, or is it always the same voice actor talking? He just says different things. His concerns are materialistic. I know that when, like, all those cards that I could have put points into are all represented each time. Like, he takes on a different name, my inner narrator. Even though it's the same voice, he's taking, like, when he goes at different angles, it's the same. But he's, like, takes on a different angle and personality, kind of, when he, like, depending on the angle he's coming in at you, like Esprit de Corps, which is, which is the police card.
But this isn't an old school case.
He has different intonations for different cards. Okay, cool. Wow, that's so cool.
But this isn't, okay, I get it, you're one of those old school detectives, nods respectfully. So, do you know, tap the other side of your head, tap the side of your, I just have nothing to say. So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything?
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages.
That's where his conversations with himself take place. We all have our different mediums. His is written.
Tell me a secret.
No.
No. Ask again?
Yeah.
Your brain sends a signal to your lips that they refuse to order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow.
The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
That's volition, which is my, like, willpower. What's happening to me? This is like a negative, I think, to having high points of this, but I didn't, like, anyways. What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts.
Oh,
With
it's
just
his
the flick of
volition
his
doing
eye,
it, or
he's able to make
his
you
authority.
his thrall.
Wow. Nah, I'm gonna out authority you, dude. So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
So you can have authority, but volition is how you defend against authority.
Volition tends to try and steer you right.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, so what, my volition stopped me from continuing. So if I was too... Oh, so because I'm empathetic and I'm able to read people, I have that ability,
Yeah.
my volition chimed in and says, hey, you detected that you shouldn't go down this path.
Yeah.
Interesting. Silently screaming for help. There's a lot of it. Okay. Accept your thraldom. Silently scream for help.
If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak? Fortunately, he is a committed officer of the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself. You're wearing glasses!
That's correct.
I'm backpack kid now.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this.
Legendary
But you can't quite
failure.
muster enough testosterone.
So again, guys, when this says legendary failure, does it mean it did a check and didn't even give me an opportunity or something like that? That I just had a legendary failure based on my physical abilities here? I'm so low that I wasn't even given the chance? Like, I had a 0% chance, so it skipped it almost? Or I just don't have enough testosterone to give him an insult? You had a check and it failed, so it just like went ahead and did the roll and I failed to even...
Okay, yeah.
Glasses are cool.
Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
You don't look like the other people around here.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
Sounds like it was drawn upon Seoul in Korea, but like these are obviously like kind of just... They want to sound like our world-ish words, I think. What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insulindian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious.
Oh, I guess it's not interesting then. You're only making it sound interesting. I still want to know about Seoul.
You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular, eventually.
He seems proud of these things.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
So, okay, now it's showing this.
What do you
It's
want to
orange
know?
again, even though that's interesting. There's been dark orange dialogue options, despite somewhere in the tree being stuff I hadn't exhausted. And then this one, before I got in here, was bright orange, despite having all exhausted options.
In here,
Yeah.
is there somewhere else deeper where
think
it's
deeper?
not
You mean like a
exhausted?
brief? Do you want me to 3 days ago? During that time?
I think
A victim? Okay then. Was
Like-
there any... No. It's not a
I
particularly
hadn't said
mysterious.
this.
Good.
Wow, because that one was in there?
Yeah,
But then,
guess so.
I swear... Anyways, whatever. Okay. Auto-saved. Alright, I'm gonna talk to...
Hello again, sweetie. I see you've met up with your colleague.
I don't trust her at all. I don't like her. There's something fucked up about her.
Is it because she's a cryptozoologist?
The cryptozoologist's wife.
Oh.
The lieutenant nods politely.
Oh, she's saying that too. She was talking to him. Who's Sweetie?
Why, you are,
Talking
officer.
to us.
Maybe I am?
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. Who are you conspiring with? Me? Or the person who wants to be sweet to? No, I'm done with this mating rituals this time. I don't know. Wink. Maybe I have. What's going on? I had once. Wink twice. But then I lost her. Why? Why would... Wink... This is like Captain Holt. We've been watching a
my
lot of Brooklyn
God.
Nine-Nine when he's doing the eyebrow thing. Pump, pump, pump. I don't really want to talk about that. I need to wink twice.
Yeah.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely
She
forgot to
slapped
introduce
herself in the
myself.
head.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
So I'm just gonna put her into our crew. You seem to be in a chair. You're wearing glasses. You seem to be in a chair. I'm the worst. How can I be this intelligent
Yeah.
and have these dialogue options? How'd you like to roll with me? He lacks. But I'm supposed to have empathy too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. I'm gonna say, how'd you like to roll with me? But I also like this one. I like both. I'm doing this one.
Whatever do you mean?
Her eyes light up. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner. I want you to be my wheelchaired partner fighting crime. Riddling backyards of corpses. Ridding them, okay. That's much different. Riddling backyards with corpses. Catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? I want her to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime. Even though I still don't really trust her. But
Sequence killers? Oh my.
like,
But I think
Is that
you
what they call
already
them in
have
this
a
world?
partner, sweetie.
Maybe. Like serial killers.
that's funny because in Mindhunter, they actually, they really have this big deliberation. Why serial? That sounds weird.
Yeah.
They actually acknowledge that serial killer sounds odd, and it was like that FBI guy came up with the way of like canvassing them, who decided to name it that. I think it was him who decided.
Yeah.
And they just went with it because he was like the de facto expert. So they're like, all right, serial killer. Sounds weird, but let's go with it.
Yeah.
I think they may even one of them wanted to say sequence. I think the
You might
woman
be
wanted to
right.
say sequence killer.
We did like a whole bunch of research after to see what was true or not.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Him, of course! I forgot I had you! Jeez. Dude, you're still there.
I know. There's side mysteries, sequence killers, and forays in a parrot. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. He has the look of an upstanding officer of the law, someone you can lean on. And, sweetie, you are looking unsteady. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
She looked out the window wistfully.
Perhaps another time.
You seem to be in check.
Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic.
What's that?
A paraplegic.
Oh, encyclopedia,
is
thank you.
someone
I was about to say,
with
encyclopedia,
no
where are you?
ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height, or a grenade explosion.
My head told me this, so I'm gonna bring this up. So this is like part of it. It's like by being too smart, you can be totally inappropriate. In addition, I would wonder if I didn't have any intelligence, then my encyclopedia wouldn't even be able to tell me what a paraplegic is, and I'd probably then be able to say, what?
Yeah. But you have some empathy.
So I have
it's
this
like,
option.
I'm sorry, it was rude to mention.
Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. My smartness makes me stupid. Thanks for clearing that up. Let's move on. A grenade? Did you fight in a war?
No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty.
That's interesting that she just took the grenade for granted.
Yeah.
That was not said out loud. Were you a mountaineer? Were you a type one? Can I say all three at once? I feel like I was in a war. Just say them in rapid succession. Were you a mountaineer?
Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting the Revacholian flag on some figurative peak.
What did you do then?
I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail-order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere, and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding.
Oh.
I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
Thanks for clearing that up.
No problem.
She's not smiling behind her glass.
There is no bitterness in her voice. She accepted the curiosity her condition inspires a long time ago.
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I've been doing, or anything.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard, I literally forgot everything. I'm looking at the... Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
You know where we are, right?
I'm gonna say this. It's the
That's
obvious.
right. And where is the Whirling-in-rags cafeteria itself located?
See, I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
All I know is that Revachol used to be really cool in the 30s. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place? Okay.
Yes, and Revachol?
She wants to make sure. It used to... I don't know anything.
Why did we...
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world.
Is this a
It has
Paris-esque
seen
place?
better days.
Because this is what people say about Paris, but its reality is a lot different.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
81.
Yeah, I do know that. All I know is we're approaching the end times. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
So I was able to, like, get the general gist of what he's thinking based on my... But that was from Esprit de Corps. That's interesting.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question.
Look at all this off.
What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
I'm going to say this. Some kind of democracy, maybe?
Nope,
Oh, shit.
sadly not.
Oh.
Revachol is what's called a zone of control, under an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have no government of our own, and what democracy we have is market driven.
It's interesting. I had a feeling that this is it's I'm getting like senses of 1984's like Oceania and the three powers, like with that entire world in 1984 that had like Earth-esque names for things. I mean, I know Oceania is a continent, but like it had discarded like what there was like just this hint of the world where it took a turn, but like everything past that turn was different.
Meaning, buying is voting.
I know the answer to this. We're a militia, not real cops. I don't even know what to say. I'm so disappointed.
It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people would like some form of representation. There's talk, but for now, the RCM is all we've got.
I can only say this, even though it's stupid to say this.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement. We should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Half-Light is the skittish type, the on-edge type.
How do you remember that?
I don't know. So, how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? So how'd I do?
You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
So based on these reactions after my initial attempting to get, like, I think the role-playing in this character, after initial, attempts, I would probably start to hide my, based on the reactions, try to hide that I'm this aloof. Because it seems like I'm not getting very good.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Feels like I could go real. If I do this with the wrong version, I could really go down the wrong path.
Yeah.
What is the revolution you mentioned? I could be inquisitive since I've already burned this bridge with her.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something
We're on an archipelago, so
the rest of the world didn't
Egypt now?
like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
What do have to do with not being a cop? But I'm a cop. Whatever it hasn't stopped me.
Of course, sweetie. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Could you tell me more?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
I don't know if Kim wants to help me here.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. So I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Of course, dear. Good
Alright.
luck with your case.
This gives me a small wave. She's written me off. Interview a cafeteria manager, that's the immediate one. Inspect the victim's body, also something that's obvious in the back once we're done. Report your badge missing, which we unlocked earlier. Call your station's Lazarus. Apparently there was a pissing match between the two precincts, yours and Precinct 57, Kim's. Ask him about this after the initial inspection. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encourages you to ask others to explain the world in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. So I guess those white challenges that I just saw there, it said electrochemistry is the check that it has to do for that one in the mirror. And it says impossible based on my electrochemistry. So I guess it being retriable is that if you could level up and get more points into that, then you would be able to retry it. By going back to your hotel or something, right?
I wonder what that would change.
You'll unlock whatever information it could
Oh,
gather.
right.
Garte, okay, so.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. As I said, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. I'm currently in between names. Can I have a drink?
No, you cannot.
No, he leans in for emphasis. You cannot.
Officer, I was thinking more along the lines of your name.
I'm currently in between names.
Fantastic.
It's like when you've left your band, but you haven't decided on a solo artist name yet.
But you still know your
Yeah,
way around.
that's funny.
Yes? In case we need directions.
Why would he get that nervous there?
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective,
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
No, I'm good. Who, me?
yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
I mean, that's pretty good roleplay. When I don't want to do things, I just act cute.
It's true. It's true and it works.
Oh, you mean, do I have questions?
And if you really want something, you chant it.
Cup, cookie, cup,
Cookie, cookie. Ah, and I join in and then I make it.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Pass on the questions.
The body was behind the building, right? How do we get there?
The lieutenant nods at you affirmatively.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
Alan Rickman.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright, so that's interesting. Kim didn't mind that I passed.
Yeah.
And how do we get there?
See that door there? Go out and turn right. There's a big hole in the fence. No need for a key. Just go through that hole and you'll be in the courtyard.
Are you supposed to feel guilty about the hole? His side tells you, yes.
Let's go.
30 experience.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
But we
No
only
one
picked
is
up
saying
0.40.
the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Okay, so because we have an imagination,
Something is gonna happen.
basically because we have an imagination though, this is saying that we have attributed this voice that we're constantly having a dialogue with to our necktie, our friend. But also we had a premonition that it might be an enemy. But we're attributing the voice and the dialogue to the actual physical necktie. Whether we would do that if we were stupid might be a different thing. Or maybe we would still do it. I don't know. I mean, it seems like a thing a stupid person would do and an intelligent person, potentially. Horrific necktie. Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like responsibility. You don't like those.
no, don't listen to him.
I'm so intrigued by how many different
madness.
options are in this
Just
game.
Yeah.
talk.
So he says I owe him real. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what's real? Or I can slip away unnoticed attempt. I don't owe you shit being mean. Okay, I'm gonna try to just...
Slip away.
One moment you're running like the wind, then you've suddenly turned around and are giving him the finger, furiously, with both hands. Why?
Oh my god. Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both my hands to flip them off? Why both? Fuck you, asshole. What are you...
Oh my god.
I'm gonna say fuck you, asshole.
Watch out!
Continue. Oh my god. Is that the end of the game?
Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
I died!
So worth it.
So
Worth it.
this did not need to happen. I gave no such commands to my body. So worth it.
Admit it, you just missed the quarter light. The darkness on the edge of town.
I'm playing this like half-ass spaced out.
I was wrong to
It's hard
let
not
you
to. It's my
go.
video game personality.
I
Yeah.
should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
This is crazy. The voice reminds me of the shame wizard
Ooh, yeah.
from
Big
Big Mouth, which is the incredible actor who we also saw in season 3 of Fargo / I'm thinking of ending things, father.
Yeah.
He's in so many different things, but man, I
Yeah.
love that guy now. Like,
It's pretty great.
I sure as hell haven't felt no love. It's okay. It's going fine. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Are you okay?
How did she survive?
How did we survive?
Like, it seems like
No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move.
ouch.
Ma'am, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine. He just tripped over my chair. Check on him.
Sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry. This has always been a cop-friendly place. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights and the broken window, though. That's 100 square.
He's shaken. Barter now and he'll cave in.
I won't pay for that window. I wanted it to be another try to slip away unnoticed. I won't pay for that window. Ouch. Grab your side. Cool. Thanks for your cooperation. I'm going to say this.
Okay, fine. I'll take it off your bill. Sleep in a post-apocalyptic hellhole if you want to. Just know I won't give you another room.
Cool.
Not entirely cool. You still owe me 60 real for 3 nights stay. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there.
I won't pay it. I won't pay it.
And for God's sake, watch out for yourself.
Tasking. Pay. I can pay for the damages if I'd like to repair my room.
No,
By
not
the
you
way,
and
where
McGregor.
is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Although he is great as well.
Do I even have one?
But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
Far away?
In time or space?
Both?
Space.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on the building? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo cop. I mean, the way I'm feeling.
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
So you really get to define who you are in this game. Like, you've lost all identity, so you're defining your history. Like, you're maybe even just recreating your history because you've lost it yourself. Maybe there is a true one out of all the choices. Maybe they could all be true. Maybe the game allows that. Who knows how they designed the game? I don't know because I haven't read about it, but it's interesting.
Yeah.
So, do I want to entertain such a thought?
And do you want to heal?
Yeah, maybe. So, I'm going to assume that doing one of these doesn't necessarily, like, completely 100% lock you into a thing. It's just an entertaining the thought, right? Like, this is just, you're experimenting with things. You're thinking about it. You're just like, maybe I will. Maybe I will. A cop and a hobo. A hobo cop. Upsides can be disheveled. Doesn't have to wash. Carries himself with lurched gusto.
Have to wash.
Hobo cop doesn't need anyone or anything No one can kick you out because you don't have a home. Never pay rent again. Never again hear, you're drunk. Why did you even come here? Harry, go home. You're embarrassing yourself. Downsides are there any? I mean, seriously, give me one.
You lock them in.
You lock them in, but does it make
I think
you
you
a
have to
hobo?
spend a level up point
I kind of don't
to
mind it.
discard a thought. Eh?
A point to discard thoughts.
Yeah.
But like what I'm saying is, doing this, because I'm seeing lots of slots down here, doesn't make me lose the ability to do more. There's many slots. I can be a hobo cop and I can be like Detective Cousteau on the list there. Or like, what are the options over here? Look at, oops. I'm just gonna read through the names because they're interesting. How do I... I'm getting lost all the time here. Over map, no, so it's over here. Okay, there we go. There's this one, the weird one, the celebrity or kind of like, anyways, Hobocop. Then there's, oh, they don't let me read them very well.
Oh shit, yeah. After the initial 3, you have to spend skill points to unlock more slots.
Oh my god, there's a lot.
You have to spend skills to unlock new slots.
The homosexual underground.
Oh. Yes, there is.
I don't mind Hobocop at all.
Hobocop?
So you can be multiple things. I can be Hobocop and I can also be like, you know, the inexplicable feminist agenda. Or have one. Anyways, so if I get Hobocop, I will get -1 composure, ungangly, and rambling. So I lose a point. It's taking on bad attributes in order to have some benefits. Meaning,
What are the benefits,
I mean,
though?
they don't really say what the benefits are. They say kind of like a fun little
Yeah.
problem and then solution, it says there. What's that? I don't get the solution till I think. I don't know what the benefits are till I finish the thought. So cool. And
You have -1 composure while you're working on
just
it. While
what?
you're thinking
Okay, I'm gonna
about
start this one because I'm interested. All right,
it. Okay, cool.
this is super cool. Yeah, it says temporary research bonus. So the bonus is -1 composure, but presumably maybe sometimes you actually do get a bonus.
Yeah, like
bonus.
that one is +1 head in the clouds. +1 something. Okay, cool.
How long is this game?
I read 20 hours.
That's cool. Like, then it's like multiple playthroughs are much more achievable than like if it was a 50-hour experience.
That was based on.
Uh-oh.
This is
I'm
where I
investigating
live.
Kim tries not to look at the broken bathroom door.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
Yeah. Yes.
The writing is so up our alley.
Yes.
This one's too clever.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I did it my way. I need to just not. This is so good. Okay, he takes a step toward the door, like he'd like to leave.
Oh my god.
All right.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting,
That's the bed.
but it's yours.
Yeesh.
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken.
Can I redo this now?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Because it's impossible,
In
I
it,
guess. That's
your
why it's
face.
locked. Because I don't have the ability to.
Yeah, that door. Can you not go through that door?
No, he just jiggles it.
Okay.
All right, let's go outside and investigate that body. Move the plot along. Should we take a quick stretch break?
Yeah.
All right,
That's a
guys.
great idea.
We're gonna take a quick stretch snack break here, and we'll be back to play a little bit more of this. I'm fucking loving this.
Dude, this is
so good.
incredible.
It's so good.
I'm so glad I knew, like, basically remembered nothing going into it.
Yeah.
Just like the dude.
Yeah, it's so good.